Good morning and welcome to day 5 of the piano keyboard class. I'm so glad you are back. We have learned so much in 1 week. We started with just learning how to hold your hands like you have a bubble under your hand. We learned the black notes, how they're set up on the piano to find the keys. So then we learned where all the keys are. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we got to middle C position. C position, regular C position. And yesterday we did the bass clef. Today we're going to do the treble clef, so I'm glad you're back. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, McKee Music Therapy, and make sure you click subscribe on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/McKee Music Therapy. And if you would like to print out or just view on your computer our printouts, they're on our website, McKeeMusicTherapy.com/activities. But make sure you click follow on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube so we know you are out there and wanting these videos. So let's review what we did yesterday. And good morning, Sharon. Good to see you. Yesterday we did the bass clef, so we're going to just review that. We learned about the lines and the spaces. The lines, the mnemonic is good boys do fine always. So the bottom line is G. The next line is D, B. Boys is B, do is D, fine is F, always is A. And then the spaces are all cows eat grass. All is A, cows is C, eat is E, grass is G. And then we learned about the bass clef. It looks like the C. And there are these 2 dots here, and the 2 dots surround one line. That line is the F line. It's the F below middle C. And then we learned 2 songs. We learned one that was playing on the Fs, and then we learned the first part to Jingle Bells down here. So let's go over those real quick before we move on to the treble clef. And again, we're going to review how you find the C. Find your 2 black notes, slide down to the left, and there's your C. C, D, E, F, G, and then it always starts over A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, up to my middle C. So let's start with our first song from yesterday. We'll just review it real quick. And if you remember, I'm going to bring this up just a tad. It was F, 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 and then you go up to G, and then walk down G, F, E, D, C, and then back up D, E, F, F, and that was the hold note. Hold it, 4 beats. And these are half notes, remember, with the opening in the middle, quarter, quarter, half note. And the F is on that line that's right between those 2 dots of the bass clef. So we're going to put our belly in the middle of the keyboard. We will have our right hand thumb on middle C and our left hand number 5 pinky on the C below it. We're only using the left hand for this song. Here we go. Let me hold it up for you. And it'll go, let me move it over here. F, 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 G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F, F. Good job. Let's try it one more time. F, 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 G, F, E, D, C, D, E, F, F. There you go. That was the first one we learned on the bass clef. And then we went on to the first half of Jingle Bells, and I told you today we would learn the second half. So let's go over this one real quick. We go and we find the line between the 2 dots is the F line. I've marked it there for you. And the note is in the space right below it. So that is the E note. Remember, all cows eat grass. So there's the E. And we're going to start with E, 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 G, C, D, E. There you go. And then the next line is almost the same, just at the end. You change the ending just a little bit. It's similar, but it's actually a different note. It starts on F because it's on the line right between the 2 dots. but it's sort of the same pattern. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. So let's try that now, because for today's song, we're going to learn the second half of it, and you'll be ready when December comes for Jingle Bells. Or if you're like me, you have kids asking for Jingle Bells all year long, even in the middle of June. So your left hand pinky is on that C under middle C. Let me put this up closer for you. And you're going to start on your third finger, your middle finger. E, 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 G, C, D, E. And then move to your second finger one more up. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. Wonderful job. So let's try that one more time. I'm going to put both my hands on the keyboard. Move this up just a little. Hey, Brittany, good to see you again. Glad you've been printing out the sheets. Asher and Avon, hello to you. And here we go. Right hand on thumb on the middle C, number 1. Left hand, pinky number 5 on the C below it. And we're going to start with our left third finger, our middle finger on that E. E, 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 G, C, D, E. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D. All the way up to the thumb, G. There we go. Now we are going to work on the treble clef. So by the end of today, you can do the bass clef and the treble clef and learn an entire song of Jingle Bells that you'll be able to play for all your friends. So, just like I'm going to hold up yesterday's. Yesterday the bass clef was there. Just like the bass clef, the treble clef staff has 5 lines as well. Here are the line notes: E, G, B, D, F. There's a mnemonic for that as well. We like our mnemonics in music. It's every good boy does fine. Similar to the one in the bass clef, but a little bit different. If you want to come up with your own, feel free. You could say, eating good bananas does fine, or something like that, whatever you like. So it's every good boy does fine. And then the spaces for the treble clef make up a word, just the word face. F-A-C-E spells face. And then our treble clef is the one that looks like this. It's kind of like a really fancy S. But you'll see at the bottom, it curls around, and it curls around one line. It curls around the G line right there. So you can always find the G right there where it curls around. I've marked it out here for you. And that G is the G right above middle C. So if you go to middle C, C, D, E, F, G, that's the G that the treble clef curls around. So let's try. We're going to use our right hand. Everybody likes the right hand in piano. They always think it's easier. I don't know why, because both of them are very similar. So once you have one hand, figure it out. You should be able to do both. But I started you on the left so that you didn't learn the right and then just say, well, I know the right hand. I can play the melody. We're done. So I started you with the left so that you have confidence that you can do the left hand. So for this one, we're going to be using our right hand. Our thumb, our number 1, is going to go on that middle C. On your 2 black notes, slide down to the left. You're on your middle C. C, D, E, F, G. There we go. So the first song we're going to do is going to start with half notes. And it's go G, 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 C, G. Remember, your C is going to be your number 1 finger. G, 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 C, G. G, F, E, D, C. And remember, if there's the end line, has the double lines there, if it has the 2 dots, that means repeat. So we go back to the beginning. G, 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 C, G, G, F, E, D, C. Let's try it. So I'm going to see if I can hold this up for you. And you can have your right hand, your thumb on middle C. Let me move this down just a tad to make it a little bit easier to see for you guys. There we go. I think that's a little easier to see. And I will hold this up. I'm still trying to figure out this whole camera thing. Here we go. We're going to start on our number 5 and go G, 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 down to the 1, C, back up to your 5, G, and then walk it down. G, F, E, D, C. Got it? Let's try it again. G, 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 C, G, G, F, E, D, C. Hit that like button or that love button if you got that. Or even if you're just trying, I like that too. So we're going to do it one more time, and we're going to use the repeat sign, and I will sing the words for you. It's going to start on the number 5 again. Here we go. G, G, playing G, and right down to C. Whole note, hold it, repeat. G, 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 C, G, G, F, E, D, C. Wonderful job. You have stuck through, and now you have played something in the bass clef yesterday and the treble clef today, all in the key of C. So well done, and it's good to see you. Hi, Gabrielle. Hi, Nicolette. Good to see you today. And hello, Jacqueline. Good to see you. And Alex, are you out there? Rania, I know you like to join us. And Rose, good to see you, Rose. I know you were watching. I even saw a picture of you practicing with your phone up there on your keyboard. Hey, Netta, good to see you. And I'm glad Darius agrees with me on the mnemonics. And anyways, so we are going to get to the second half of Jingle Bells. So you will be ready when Christmas time comes this year, or anytime if you're around little kids, they always want Jingle Bells. So we're going to start. Remember, the treble clef circles around the G line, and I've marked the G line on here for you. It's that second line up. Every good boy does fine. So we're going to start on the E. So the E is going to be your third finger because your number 5, your pinky, is on the G. So it's G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, F, G. So the E is your third finger. We're going to start there. And let me show you. You see this one note down here? It looks like it's an island all by itself. It has a line through it. And same with this one down here. That one's always easy to remember. That is middle C because you're going down the lines. Every good boy does fine. So the last line is E. And so the space under it would be a D. And then the next line would be a C. You can always add lines under or over the staffs, and you just count up from the space, the line, the space, the line. So you're counting down on this one. E, D is the space, C is the line. If you went under that in the next space, it would be a B, and another line would be an A. You can always do that, add on the top or the bottom. But it's always easy to remember this one line under the staff is middle C. It's used a lot. So that's also easy to count up from if you're forgetting which line is the G line. So we're going to start on our number 3 and go E, 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 G, C, D, E, just the same as the left hand did yesterday. And then we're going to go up to the F just like we did yesterday. The only change is the very end of the song. F, 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 E, E, E. And then here we go. Here's where it changes at the M. You're going to way up to your pinky, your number 5 on G. G, G, F. Skip the E. Go down to D, C. Let's try it. Let's start with the first line. And let me curl back the top so it looks a little less confusing. Here we go. We're going to have our thumb on middle C. And we're going to have our number C, D, E. Our number 3 is E. And we're going to give a bunch of E's to start with. You ready? Here we go. E, 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 G. Way down to your thumb. C, D, E. Let's try that again. So we start on our 3 on the E. E, 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 E. going to go up on the next line to the F right there, because there's the G line that the treble clef curls around, so the space under it is the F, the first part of face, F-A-C-E. So our number 4 finger is the F. F, 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 E, 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 up to your pinky. G, G, F, D, C. There you go. Let's try that second line with all our Fs. F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, C. Great job. There we go. Let's put it all together. And we're going to play the top line and the bottom line. And here we go. Let's start with that number 3 finger on the E. E, 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 G, C, D, E, F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, C. Wonderful job. I'm still admiring the comment by Netta about Darius agreeing with me. So happy to hear that. That's so sweet, especially when you were teaching. That's a very sweet comment. And Darius is now studying music for a career and doing amazing, and he has even gone around the world to play. And I got to experience him with music when he was a little boy. So that is very exciting to me. So let's put these 2 pages, yesterday's page and today's page, together. We're going to play yesterday's first part of Jingle Bells, and then today's first part of Jingle Bells, the second part of Jingle Bells from today. And we will have the entire song, and you will be ready for your Christmas caroling come December, or if you have a little kid asking, in June. They always ask. Trust me. Here we go. We're going to have our hands. We're going to put our belly in the front of our logo of our piano, and our right hand thumb, our number 1 on the middle C. We're going to put our left hand, our number 5, our pinky on the C below it. And we are going to start with yesterday's song, which is in your left hand, number 3, E. E, 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 G, C, D, E. Here we go. E, 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 G, C, D, E. Then we're going to go F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, C. Here we go. F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, C. Then we're going to go to today's song, and we're going to start with our right hand, number 3, on the same E line from the left hand. E, 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 C, D, E. Then we're going to go up to the F. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D. Oh my goodness. I totally messed up. See, we all make mistakes. I have the treble clef on my left here, and I have the bass clef on the right, and I wasn't realizing what I was doing. I have them switched. We're going to start over, but starting over is always good. I tell my kids, just start over and practice again. That's fine. My kids are learning all sorts of instruments. They've learned violin and cello, and now they're on trumpet and oboe. It takes lots of practice, but it's okay. Making mistakes is how we learn. So I'm going to make sure I have the sheets in the right order here, and we're going to start in the bass clef again, and I'm going to play the right lines for Jingle Bells for this one. So our right hand, our thumb, number 1 on middle C, our left hand, our pinky number 5 on the C below it, and let's see if I can do Jingle Bells in the right order this time. Here we go. We're going to start left hand, number 3 on E. E, 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 G, C, D, E. Up to F. F, 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 E, 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 D, D, E, D, G. Right hand, we go to our treble clef page, number 3. E, 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 G, C, D, E. F, 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 E, 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 G, G, F, D, C. Bravo! You played your first song using the bass clef and the treble clef, both hands, your left hand and your right hand, you are well on your way to playing the big pieces of Mozart and Beethoven. You played Beethoven the other day, the theme, but you were well on your way and far surpassed most people in this world who say, oh, I can only play the right hand. I only can read the treble clef. Even when I went to college for music therapy and piano performance, you saw the other people that were playing other instruments or vocalist singers that were there, and some of them, the bass clef scared them, and it's like, why does it scare you? You just have to learn it, and you guys learned it in the first 5 days. So I'm very proud of that. Let's try Jingle Bells again, and let's sing it with the words. Here we go. Your right hand, your thumb, your number 1 on the middle C. Your left hand, your pinky, number 5 on the C below it. And we're going to start with our left hand bass clef. I have my sheets in the right order right now. And we're going to start with our E. C, D, E. We start with our 3 on the E. Here we go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, right hand. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. F, oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. I'm very excited that we are playing the bass clef and the treble clef. Both hands, 2 hands, and you are doing quarter notes, you're doing half notes, you are doing whole notes. You understand the repeats, you understand the very end bar lines. So we're going to play it one more time because I'm super excited, as you can tell. And make sure you can go to McKeeMusicTherapy.com/activities. You can find all the printouts there. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, McKee Music Therapy. It's youtube.com/McKee Music Therapy. Click the subscribe and notify button so you know when we put new things up. Make sure you click follow on our Facebook page, McKee Music Therapy. Once you've done that, you've helped us out on all our social media platforms. We have Instagram, but I haven't really used it. Maybe in the future I will. It's just a lot. So anyways, we're going to play this one more time. I'm super excited that you joined us for all 5 days. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And if you know anyone in your family who is interested in music therapy, we work with kids with developmental disabilities. We work with adults with stroke, Parkinson's, you name it, we've seen it pretty much. And a lot of speech disorders, apraxia, dyspraxia, Down syndrome, Rett syndrome, you name it, we've probably seen it. So if you're interested, feel free to contact us by our website or our Facebook page. And also, if you're at home, stuck at home with a kid with a disability, make sure you check out our playlists on our YouTube channel. They're all the playlists are grouped by goal areas. So you can find a playlist that's labeled speech. You can find a playlist labeled social skills. You can find one labeled Parkinson's. You can find one labeled motor skills. Did I already say that? Numbers, shapes, colors, letters. We have a playlist for almost everything. If you don't see a playlist for a goal that you are interested in, let us know. We are always adding new songs, new activities. So if there is a goal that your child or your family member is working on, let us know, and we are more than happy to create videos for that as well. So anyways, let's play Jingle Bells one more time for the last of our 5-day series. Maybe we'll go into more days eventually, but today let's finish off with that. And here we go. Put your right hand, your thumb on middle C, your left hand, your pinky on the number 5 pinky on the C below it. And let's get going. Let's start on the E with our left hand. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, there we go. Have a great day. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. We have a contact page on our website, and we also have one on our Facebook page. Have a great day. Thanks, and bye-bye.